Hi folks, and welcome to another episode of Grandpa's Farm. In this episode, we're going to talk about heartbreak on the homestead. A new friend of mine, a vlogger named Jason, has a web channel called Big Bear Homestead on YouTube. And he just did a video about this very thing, and I've experienced a lot of loss recently, and so I wanted to address that. And I thought, well, what would be better than to watch Miss Lily and the pigs play for a while we do that? And I'll get to you later why that's significant. But I myself have recently just gone through a lot of heartbreak. Just today I lost 4 chickens to a fox. That's heartbreak. You know, you raise them up from biddies and you lose them to a fox. That's hard. More importantly than that, you know, my whole life just crumbled. My marriage fell apart after 20 years. I don't know why, I don't understand it. Biggest heartbreak of my life, but it is what it is. You pick up the pieces and you move on with life. But in Jason's case, we're talking specifically about why is there so much, watching him's funny. Why is there so much heartbreak on the farm? Well, the reason why there's so much heartbreak on the farm is because there's so much life on the farm. We have so many things that are alive on the farm. Chickens, ducks, turkeys, geese, sheep, goats, cows, horses, pigs. There's tons of animals, not to mention all the vegetables you've got planted, your gardens and your orchards and, you know, your berry patches and all these things. You've got so many things that are alive on your farm that you're the steward of. You're taking care of them. And so when you have that much life, of course you're going to have that much death. One begets the other. None of us get out of this alive, folks. Everything alive is going to die at one point or another, and when you have that much life in your life, you're also going to have that much death, and so therefore, if you're a decent person, you're going to have that much heartbreak. So let's talk about some of the things that we've gone through, and just to give you some examples, I started kind of jotting down a list as best I could remember of some of the things that I've had to deal with, and just recently I saw on YouTube today on a new channel that I just got turned on to. These folks had a cow get in their garden. The cow jumped the fence and got into their garden. That happens a lot. Cows jump fences. I have seen cows jump a 6-foot fence, a dairy cow jump a 6-foot fence just to get to the grass on the other side. They're like deer. I'm amazed what they can jump when they're motivated. So you got to take that into consideration when building your fences. Like I said, we lost some chickens to a fox. Year before last, I had a bunch of baby ducks that I had just gotten in, baby ducklings, and I've had them for, I don't know, maybe a month or so, and I wanted to get them out of their brooder and put them outside, get a little fresh air. There had been some rain, there were some puddles. So I took the puppy pen that we have. It's a little fold-up metal pen that we can put out that's easy to put out and take back. But it's about 4 foot high, and it forms a circle about 6 foot in diameter. And so it's, it's 4 foot high and good solid wire, right? Be safe to put them out there in that so they could get out and play in a puddle. Instead, a raven dropped in and killed them all. A raven, the fence doesn't protect them from the sky, obviously, so a raven dropped in and got them all. While we were in Montana, we had an owl walk up the ramp and get into our hen house at night. We have, as a general rule, we have a habit of closing the door to our hen house every night. Well, that evening we had been out and we didn't get back till late, and so went over and closed the door to the hen house, and my wife opened the door to look inside to check on her hens, and here there was this 4 foot tall bird looking back at her. So she quickly slammed the door. We caught the owl. But as it turns out, it's a federal offense to trap an owl, so we had to let the owl go even though it just killed 40 of our chickens. Every chicken we had, all of our layers were gone one night from an owl. Over the years, we've had skunks get in the hen house and kill the chickens. We've had raccoons, of course, get in and kill the chickens. Eagles, hawks, we've lost chickens to. We've lost rabbits to foxes, coyotes, weasels. Our own dog. Our own pets have killed some of our livestock. A lot of our livestock has killed our livestock. We've had chickens get crushed by horses and stepped on by cows and eaten by pigs. Anything that can get through the fence into the pig pen is fair game as far as the pigs are concerned, and those pigs will eat your chickens. So quite often when we put our fencing out for our pigs, we'll run a smaller gauge wire about 4 or 5 inches or maybe a foot inside of that, or outside of that, depending on which side we're on, to keep the chickens away from getting into the hog pen. You know, it's this reason why, and I'm going to throw a little plug in here, Premier One Fencing Company makes a white net electric fencing that we use a lot of. It is a phenomenal, fantastic product. It really is. It creates a blowing bubbles, that's cute. It creates a visual block so the animals don't think they can get through it, and those that do get the electrical shock and learn very quickly what that means, and they stay off of it. It's the only fencing that I have found to be effective against goats and sheep. Goats and sheep will get up and rub on your fences because they're scratching their backs in the wool, and the electric fencing is the one fencing they will not do that with. Goats are actually harder on fences than just about anything else that we've owned over the years. Let's see what else. We've had bears get into our critters. Friends of ours in Montana lost sheep to wolves, to coyotes, stray dogs. We had folks in Montana that would bring their dogs. That, you know, we had a spot that was on the highway there, 20 acres, our house set back up on a bluff, and people would drive up onto the bluff, and you know, tourists and stuff, and they'd let their pet dogs out to go to the bathroom or whatever. And one day this one dog came running over and killed a bunch of our chickens. We went over and made the lady pay for them, 15 bucks a piece. And she, oh man, she was irate, but we literally had to call the cops because her dog came over and killed our chickens. So she paid it, but she wasn't too happy about it. I think the things that are the hardest to accept heartbreak wise on the farm is when your own, whether you're kind of your pets, like our goats. You know, we'll have a mama goat and she's been pregnant, and you know, that's a big deal. That's a big thing in your farmyard, is your goats having their kids in the well, late winter, early spring when they have them. And when a mama goat will reject a baby and not want to take care of it, and the baby dies or the baby's stillborn, man, those are heartbreaks, because you really are hopeful and you're anxious to see what you're going to get. Cows too, baby calves, baby horses. You know, the poultry, you know, not so much. An egg hatches, an egg doesn't hatch. It's, you know, it's really not that big a deal. Seeing a mama hen kick out a baby that, you know, she understands and knows there's something wrong with it, so she'll kick it out and not take care of it. Those things are kind of hard to be accepted, but aren't too bad. Donkeys. Our donkey has killed some of our donkey tried to kill one of our dogs. Donkeys will be rough on your animals because they're in defense mode. So the point is, there's a lot of things that will try to kill the livestock on your farm. There's a lot of animals that are out there to kill and eat whatever it is you're growing. Don't let it dishearten you. Don't let it get you upset. Just realize that with life, there is death. Just like watching Miss Lily here playing with the pigs. These are the moments. It's in watching things like this that makes it all worthwhile. You're getting to enjoy the life. I mean, look at this. Pigs are having fun. They dumped the water. I refilled it. Now they got fresh water. Miss Lily's out playing with the pigs. I, for one, love watching this sort of thing. I mean, this is real life. I like watching my dog play with my pigs. I like watching all the poultry out playing. I like watching animals just eating out on the pasture. It's in the enjoyment of all of that makes up for those heartbreaks. And when you're going to have so much life on your farm, you're going to have those heartbreaks. So you need to be able to learn how to deal with them. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And stay tuned for more. Thanks, folks. Have a nice day.